In this video, I'm going to show you my go-to Fallout 76 build. I realized that I only shown this build in a 2-hour stream a couple of years ago, which just won't do. It deserves its own video because I built it at least 3 times and it's still my favorite. Plus, it's perfect for those of you who want a nice player home but don't want to go through the pain of building a house in Fallout 76. So, let me show you. All right, so I'm up here by Vault 51 and to the right of the crosshair. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get to because you have to scale a mountain to get over here. Now, what I did was just fast travel to the crosshair and then found a way to get up there. There might be a better way of doing this, but this is just how I did it. Jump up, jump up. Ooh, there we go. So this is where you want to be. You're going to get this message a couple times of you cannot go that way, but we're going to keep trying to go that way. Just scale the mountain. All you got to do is just scale the mountain. And for reference, the crosshair is right there, and we are scaling the mountain. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't fall, don't fall. Oh, God. Woo. I am clenched. You're going to find another mountain like right here or another cliff right here, but just keep going. And then the camp is right on the other side. You got this nice stretch of land right here, but don't look at it just yet. It's going to spoil it. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Now, first off, this is a new favorite location for me. It's secluded. We're backed up against this cliff, so nothing can come up from behind us. Got a decent amount of space to build on and a pretty solid view. I mean, even though the view is the Toxic Valley, and it's usually pretty overcasty or whatever, but I think it looks nice. It's just peaceful, you know? And sometimes it looks like it's snowing, even though it's toxic waste. I kind of like it. Now, I built this a few different times. This one that I'm about to show you is in my custom world that has way less limitations as like regular adventure mode. So I was able to do some things in this build that you can't do with the regular game. But I have built this same exact thing in adventure mode. So I'm going to show you what I did in the custom world first, and then I'll show you the other version. Now, the main things I wanted to highlight in this video are the 2 prefabs that I use all the time. I love them so much. The mobile home trailer and the CD shed. This is the perfect combination of structures if you're looking for a solid player home without having to build your own house. They're both small and forgiving, so you can pretty much put them anywhere you want. They give you enough space to have all like the basic things that you need to play the game, like your workbenches and a bed and all that. And they just look awesome. They look like they could have already been in the game and you just found it and decorated it, which is like my go-to type of build. Now, when using the mobile home, there's a couple of things that you want to add to it. First off, you got to add a porch. I would like to think that I'm the one who came up with the idea of attaching a porch to a trailer. Perfectly in line with the stairs, by the way. I would like to think that this is my idea. I have a history of building porches in this game, right? It's kind of like my trademark. So if you see someone else have a trailer with a porch attached to it, just know that that person is a Cordless 7 fan. All right? They watch my videos. They got that from me. So front porch, I like to use the haunted house porch because it has these leaves already built into it. It looks a little lived in, you know? You got to have the metal bars on the window if you have it from the Atomic Shop. I think a lot of this stuff is from the Atomic Shop, by the way, so just keep an eye out on the rotation. Striped awning over the window. I use green because I think the green looks better with the blue, but you can use whatever color. And if you're a true God-fearing American, then you got to have the American flag out front with the satellite dish. We got to get our channels. And last but not least, the finishing touch, you gotta have a flamingo out front. If you're gonna use the mobile home, you gotta use the flamingo. Doesn't have to be this one, it could be the other ones, but we gotta see it. Now, I follow the same layout for all of these trailer home builds that I've done. Front and center is always the kitchen. We got the living room to the right and the bedroom area to the left. With this one, I'm using the Nuka-Cola soda machine station thing out front, which I really like. I wish that we had just a normal kitchen counter, like the blue ones that's like not pre-war. That would be ideal, but this is like one of the best ones that we have. And plus, I think the soda kind of fits the trailer vibe. You know what I mean? We got a stove and refrigerator, and then a little dining area, which in this build, I'm using a single booth. I wish I could put like a full booth right there. I just didn't have enough space. Now, living room is pretty much the same across all versions of this build. I love this couch, this L-shaped couch so much. We got the tables that look like shelves behind the couch. We got the fireplace, the TV, the shelves up top. I just love it. It's just the right amount of clutter, and I think it's cozy. And this is new. I found these Christmas houses that I placed back here next to this painting as a painful reminder of what life used to look like before everything went to shit, you know? Now, the biggest difference from this build versus the adventure mode build is what's going on back here. This is where the bedroom is, and with the custom world, I was able to put in a doorway here. I'm sure there might be some weird glitch or some shit that you have to do to like get it in with adventure mode. I just couldn't figure it out. Plus, it was just easier to pay 12 bucks for Fallout First and just turn off snapping. You know? Now, I didn't have a lot of space for a door, so I just used this curtain door that goes into the bedroom. Now, one thing I want to call out is that I use these rugs for different areas of the room to help separate them. I usually use this one for the kitchen, this one for the living room, and then for the bedroom, I just went with this green one. So even though that's a rug, it actually looks like carpet from over here. I think it's details like this that help make the spaces look a little bit bigger. But this is the bedroom. It's supposed to feel very cramped. I don't know. I think just the idea of sleeping like right here with all of this around me just makes it feel a little bit safer. I'm going for comfort over aesthetic. Plus, I love using the bunk bed and adding a bunch of stash boxes up here. It's the wasteland. You got to scavenge. You got to have a bunch of supplies. And on the other side is something that I built just for you guys. It's the bathroom. To this day, you always give me shit in the comments for not putting in a bathroom. So here you go. We got a working sink. We got a nice painting in here. The best toilet that I could find. I hope you like it, even though my head is like 3 feet away from the toilet when I sleep. I hope you guys are happy. I didn't do this bathroom in the other build, so just be prepared to not see a bathroom there, all right? I'm just warning you. And now over to the CD shed. Now there isn't a lot to show here. It's a pretty small space, but with this one, I just put in what I thought looked the best, not necessarily the workbenches that I use. So for example, I thought this brewing station looks really cool in here, and like this fermenter looks pretty awesome. I like things that have movement, so like flames and I guess more flames, but I like movement in the builds. It makes it feel more alive. But for this build, I used the Nuka-Cola truck as like an additional workshop. So I added in my armor workbench over here, and then just a few other things that I like to use. Now, before I show you the other version of this, I did put in this vault door right here. It just looked perfect, right? It just fits so perfectly in the side of this cliff. This is what I'm gonna be working on next. I wanna build up like an entire vault. So that's coming soon. We'll see how long it takes me to do that. All right, let's go to the other trailer camp. All right, so very similar setup with this one. I have the same kind of wall around it. Hang on, let me close the door. Hang on. Okay, this one is right over here by White Spring. I think I've built a few different houses in this same exact spot. I love it so much. It's just a lot of space for us to work with, even though it's not very flat. But that's why I like using the mobile home and the CD shed. So all of this was built in adventure mode, so you don't need anything special. Oh my God, I completely forgot about the carved eagle weapon rack. But this one, we got the same layout. We got the front porch. It just looks a tiny bit different. We still got the bars. We got the green awning. Satellite dish for my TV. And the American flag is... oh boy, I don't think I have the American flag. But you know what? We got the eagle, so it's fine. Now in here, you see it's a similar layout. I used to use this bar a lot because it filled in the space, but I would probably switch this one out with a Nuka-Cola soda machine. We got the sink instead of a stove because I can actually use this, you know? The living room is pretty much identical. I wasn't lying to you. If it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? But what is different is the bedroom back here. So since I didn't want to mess with trying to get a doorway in right here, I just put in this screen, which I think works out pretty well. It's a nice divider. And since I'm not putting a nasty, disgusting toilet right here next to my bed, I was able to have a bigger desk, right? Like a proper work area with a bigger bed, but it still has room for me to put in some stashes up top. Although I still think I like the bunk beds a little bit better, but this is still cool. And for the CD shed, I don't think it's much different. Let me see. Okay, so we got the chem station there. Oh, yeah, okay. I remember this, the mole rat generator. But yeah, you see Tinker's workbench right here. You can get it pretty flush with the chem station to make it look like it's all one piece, you know? And I think I did the same thing with the Nuka-Cola truck. Yeah, so this is where my power armor station is, and the weapons workbench and the armors workbench. So pretty much the same build. I have a problem. I really like the trailer, and I wanted to show you guys at least 2 different versions since I have them. And there's probably going to be another version at some point because as I grow, the trailer grows. It is eternal. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the build. If you decide to make your own version of this, join my Discord and share it with us. I would love to see what you guys come up with. But thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon.